Hi guys, welcome at a movie for my website enlighteningmedia.com. Today I wanted to discuss the subject ego. And most of you know already what ego is, but I want to discuss ego in relationship with your spiritual path and enlightenment and how I see ego and what I see around me on the path of being spiritual and what is being spiritual. We are all spiritual beings, but people who label themselves spiritual and they kind of freak out, go on this spiritual journey, and in that journey, and I did that journey also, you see that well, the last couple of 5 or 10 years, people discuss ego all the time. And I think mainly Eckhart Tolle, Master Eckhart Tolle, thank you. He was he made it really concrete what ego is, the pain body. And if you reduce it, recognize it first and then reduce it, you would find enlightenment. Well, that is not what he says, but that is how many people interpretate it. And well, 6 years ago, I started also with recognizing ego and pain bodies in people, and recognize my own ego and pain body. And I could, if you recognize the pain body and ego inside you, you know, the Holy Trinity: soul, ego, pain body, soul, mind, body. You know, it's all a holy three. And if you recognize it in yourself and you know it is not you as a being of light, then you can talk to it, discuss it, make it bigger, make it smaller. So if you recognize your ego and pain body, you can just watch it, laugh about it, be angry at it, make it bigger or smaller, and recognize it in others. And make it bigger and smaller in others if you want to, if you react on their pain body and ego. But so I played with ego like years to reduce it and recognize it in myself and in others. And I thought if I would make my ego die, or you know, because it wasn't 2012 yet, and all these years everybody was talking about 2012 and we have to be enlightened before that. I did not ever really believe that, but I did was, you know, it was in the back of my mind that I wanted to learn to make my ego die or something, you know, because I thought it was a bad thing. And the last week, I feel it in my body and I dream about it, and it's so aware inside of me that my shift on ego has changed. And I wanted to see if other people also feel that shift of ego. Okay, so what is that shift at this moment in me? Okay, ego is, well, let's start with this. We all come from a sphere of light and love. That is where we come from when we get born. That is where we go to when we die. That is where the angels are. That is where your past ones are. That is where you grow between life and you see your lessons. And that is where your guides are. You know, it's the other sphere of light and love. They don't have duality in that sphere. They don't have good or bad, or pain or happiness, or wanting something, go for challenges, wanting that job, achieve things, have relationships with people you love because you want to be with them, you cherish them, you miss them, or maybe because you're jealous and you just want to be with that person and nobody else. So the ego gives you a free will on earth. And the ego wants status, power, sex, money, material things. But it also wants joy, laughter, go to a pleasure park, have a vacation to relax. You understand? Or you want to kiss that person because you think when that person smiles, it looks so beautiful that you want to kiss the guy. So there are, in the whole day, there are things that your ego loves, want to taste, want to feel, want to achieve. Like I wanted to make this webcam movie today. And that makes me, my ego, happy, but it makes also my soul happy because this is my mission. This is what I do in the world. And my ego is a tool to achieve that. And when I see this movie and it worked out great, then my ego is happy, but also my soul, you understand? So the ego is a tool. When we get born from this sphere in your human body, okay, you have this human body of flesh and blood, you have your ego and you have your soul. You have feelings, and that is also has to do with the soul and the ego. Because when your heart opens in love, your soul opens up. But also your ego can also be happy about things, and that gives another connection with the soul. The soul and the ego are on earth attached, and you cannot live without the soul or without the ego. We need each other here. And why are we on earth? What is the reason? To incarnate from this sphere of light and love and to deal with ego. You know that on a lot of other planets, there's only also light and love and only that sphere. And that is why so many, well, I call them friends from other planets, are watching Earth and everything that is happening on it, because we know duality. We know a 3D world. We know ego. And all these beings, and I know about angels and guides and who've never been incarnated in flesh and blood on earth, they are watching us because it's like freaking, it's like amazing how we live with ego and fears and jealousy and status and money and how we play with it, integrate it. And that is like this huge universal experiment what we are doing on earth, and you and I are playing in this experiment. And why are you born, why I am born? We are born to experience duality, love, fear, anger, status, achieving things, worry, going through hell. Because in this sphere of this light, none of that is there. And so we are, the spiritual people think, well, I don't say all spiritual, but there is this stream that thinks by meditating, by continuously ignoring ego, well, they feel ego and they feel feelings, but then you hear from this guru or in this meditation, it is not there, let it go, it is not there. Like you are not, it's not okay to feel. But it is okay to feel everything that you feel, because that is what you are allowed to experience on earth at this moment. But it is the trick to recognize your ego, to push it down a little bit, say down boy, down. It's okay what you feel, I observe you. I don't ignore you, but I also have my soul, which is always light and love, and I integrate the two. So, but don't ignore the ego and don't ignore the soul. So see both of them and also allow to be, to just be. You know, somebody said in a relationship, you are not each other's possession. Of course, you never are. I am not even my own possession. I belong to the universe. But you can have a relationship with only that person because you want to be with that person and nobody else. And you don't want that person fooling around with other women or other men. And you just want to be with that person. You want to live together. You want to, I don't know, marry or children. You can marry a person. And then some spiritual people say, well, it's not about marriage because that's a label. I love her anyway. But why can't a woman want to be in a great dress, have a party, wants to call you husband? It's okay. You know, it is, for me, it's going too far to label ego as bad, and that people think that if they meditate all the time and be in the sphere of light and love all the time, be in your heart and everything is happy, and they don't even see the bad things in the world. It's all about happiness and being aligned with light and love. But come on, we do have a body with needs, and we do have that ego, and if we die we go back to the sphere of light and love. So please, my message for today is live, feel everything that you feel, let it be. And it's not enlightenment when you continuously say to yourself that you are a being of light and love, because yeah, you are. And you will be all for a long time when you die after this. But we are now on earth with this magical experience, and so many beings are watching us having this experience, which is unique, to live in your body, with your body, and to live with your ego, with duality, with good and bad, and see good and bad, and go through it. Let it flow. It's not only ha ha ha, cheer, cheer, cheer. No, just feel. And enlightenment is to balance the ego and the soul and to earth, and to be aligned with the earth, with the cosmos, with your body, with ego, spirit, and mind. To balance the three, you see? The mind, the spirit, the soul, your body, the cosmos, and earth. Balance. And that is our challenge on earth. And that is, we don't have to achieve enlightenment. We just need to live, feel, earth, experience, and enjoy everything that your body and this earth is giving you, this life in 3D experience. 5D will always be there. And that is my message for today.